Israel launched an airstrike on Nasser Hospital in Gaza, killing at least 20 people, including 5 journalists working on site. Once again, the cost of war has weighed heavily on the truth of journalism. Earlier in August, a journalist was also killed in an Israeli airstrike. Al Jazeera reporter Sharif had written his own will long before he fell. He wrote, "If I die, it will be because I stayed true to my principles. Do not forget Gaza, and do not forget me." These were not only his last words, but also a report he left for the world, a piece of news written with his life. On the 25th of August, war once again consumed the truth. The Israeli strike on Nasser Hospital killed at least 20 people. Consecutive attacks claimed the lives of more journalists and rescue workers. Associated Press, Al Jazeera, Reuters. 5 journalists lost their voices forever that day. Since the war began, over 240 Palestinian journalists have been killed. War reporting has become one of the most dangerous professions in the world. U.S. President Donald Trump said he was unhappy to see journalists killed, but stressed that this nightmare must end. The international community issued sharper condemnation. Reporters Without Borders declared it was strongly and angrily urging immediate international intervention. The Committee to Protect Journalists emphasized, "Journalists are civilians. They must never become targets of war." The UN Human Rights Office also stressed that Israel's actions violated international humanitarian law, noting that at least 242 journalists have died since the conflict began. When journalists are killed, Israel often expresses regret, claiming that the strikes targeted Hamas militants and that journalists were not the intended targets. But in past incidents, such deaths were almost always brushed off as mistakes or under investigation, with little accountability. Sometimes, journalists were even accused of being militants, denying any wrongdoing. On the battlefield of ruins and smoke, journalists are both observers and victims. Israel's airstrikes that continue to kill innocent reporters are building relentless international pressure. How long before it bursts? When media outlets no longer dare to enter Gaza, when cameras telling the truth can no longer withstand bullets and missiles, how much truth will still be left for the world to see?